Today, I'm going to break down shrugs. I'll be doing barbell shrugs. We'll talk about dumbbell shrugs, mainly to hit the upper traps. Remember, everybody really focuses on the upper traps, right? But when you look at the anatomy of the traps, there's far more muscle. It's really a back muscle than more of a shoulder muscle. You see here, right? So you've got the upper fibers here, right? And it attaches to the skull. It originates literally at the skull, right? And we'll talk about the importance of that. But you have these upper fibers, right? Which is what we're talking about today. But you also have fibers running this way, which are the middle traps. And then you've got fibers running this way, right, which is your lower traps. And since it attaches, right, not just to the spinal process, but to the scapula, depending on which fibers are being activated, right, it changes the arm position, right? And those lower fibers pull that scapula down, right? The upper fibers help to lift it and pull it up, particularly when you're going overhead, right? And then those middle fibers pull the scapula back and together, so when you're bringing your shoulders back, right, you're using those middle traps, and then when you bring them back and down, you're using the middle and lower traps. But we're focusing today mainly on this upper. Let's break down the shrug, focusing right now on the barbell. Typically, you do it in a power rack. But obviously you could do it just on the floor. Just means you're gonna have to use your legs to deadlift the weight up. So if you're really strong traps and you use a lot of weight on your shrugs, hopefully you can deadlift the same amount of weight. And you know, shrugs and deadlifts are related. And the shrug, many bodybuilders use it to focus on the traps, but it's an accessory lift for power lifters for the deadlift. Okay, and you can build very big traps just by deadlifting, and we'll talk about that and the similarities with the shrug. But this is the barbell shrug, right? And like I said, bodybuilders know it as a great upper trap exercise. Let me just demonstrate it for you, right? So you're gonna come in, take about a shoulder width grip. You could go a bit wider, right, if you want more, you know, since the traps kind of pull the shoulders up and in. Some people like to go a bit wider, but whatever is most comfortable for you. It's really about getting a stretch on it and then providing resistance from that full stretch, okay? So I typically take about a shoulder width, maybe slightly wider. And the other thing with the grip is for guys, okay, right? I hate the barbell version because it just gets in the way of your jump. But one of the ways you can sort of adjust is with your grip width, okay? So the wider you go on the bar, right, the shorter your arm length is gonna be, so the higher the bar will sit, okay? So coming to, and again, to about shoulder width. So the longest length your arms will be is at about a shoulder width grip. Going any closer is not gonna make them any longer, right? But if you go wider from shoulder width on the grip on the bar, okay, your arm length is going to be shorter, meaning the bar is going to ride higher when you're holding it, okay? So if you want to adjust where it's rubbing and sitting, right, you can use your arm width on the bar to adjust that, okay? But again, for some of us, no matter where you put your arms, it's just not comfortable. But anyway, so and that's why I prefer dumbbell, which we'll get into, okay? But again, like I said, the barbell shrug is a great exercise. Bodybuilders have used it for years, and like I said, it's an accessory exercise for powerlifters for the deadlift, right? And then simply, what you're gonna do is get a really good stretch, right, in the bottom position. Allow those traps to take on that load, even hold it there for a couple seconds before you use them to pull it up, okay? And that's simply it. You're gonna come up, you're gonna hold it for a count at the top just for a second and back down, okay? But it's just gonna look like this. You don't need to be rounding your shoulders, rolling them. That's not gonna do anything. It's not adding any resistance because remember, this is a free weight, right? So the line of pull is straight up and down. Literally, that's what you wanna focus on to maximize the stress on those traps. And like I said, particularly in the bottom position. So again, good stretch, right? Let it really hang and then come up and back down. And then as you go in fatigue, right? If you can't come up all the way and hold it, no, it's not a big deal, okay? Just doing these little, what they call pulse reps, okay? Just bringing it up as high as you can from that full stretch position is gonna help instigate muscle growth. So keep it going until you can barely budge. Let's talk about dropping the chin, okay? Should you drop the chin when you do a shrug, and why do some bodybuilders drop the chin? So I showed you the anatomy, right? The origin of the traps is at the base of the skull, right? Okay, so what would happen if I took my skull and brought it more forward? What would happen to that end of the traps? It would stretch, right? Different stretch from what I was talking about with the deadlift. That's stretching the distal end, right? This is stretching what we call the proximal end at the origin, okay? So it's kind of like doing a behind the back biceps curl where you bring the arm back to stretch this part of the biceps up here, right? And then flex here, right? And then remember the study I talked about for those of you on the leg extension, that if you lean back, which is gonna stretch that rectus femoris, quad muscle, from this end while you do your extensions, right? It grows bigger, okay? So bodybuilders have found that if you drop the chin, it stretches that top end of the traps, okay? And possibly helps increase muscle growth. Now, I will warn you, while stretching the arm is fine, right? At the shoulder, sitting back to stretch at the hips is fine. Stretching the neck by flexing your cervical spine while you're under a heavy load can be very dangerous, okay? Yes, can dropping the chin likely increase the growth of the traps? I'm gonna say yes, okay? But be careful, right? It comes at, do I drop? I do not. Do I have giant, I don't have Mr. Olympia traps, okay? But of course I'm a natural athlete, right? I've developed traps despite not dropping my chin. Could they be bigger if I did that? Maybe, okay? But like I said, is there a benefit to it? Possibly. Now, the other negative is because the barbell is in front of the body, it pulls your center of gravity a bit forward, okay? With the barbell shrug, it can put a lot of stress on your lower back, right? So if you have back issues, that pull, that slight little pull, the change in your center of gravity forward can put a lot of stress on the lower back, right? So that's two issues with the barbell shrug. The other issue is when you're doing it, right? And I talked about the stretch, right? Maximizing the stretch. Gravity is pulling the bar down, but the bar is resting on your legs. If you were able to do the shrug where it didn't touch your legs, like seated, we'll talk about that in a minute, or with a hex bar, you'll notice you get far more stretch on the traps, okay? So 3 issues with the barbell shrug, okay? In my opinion, these are 3 issues with the barbell shrug, right? A good alternative would be dumbbells. As I was saying, the 3 negatives of the barbell is with the barbell coming across your thigh in the front, right? Your junk gets in the way. The dumbbells take care of that, right? Now, your junk isn't in the way, you can do your shrugs, no problem. Also, look at where the dumbbells are. They're not in front of my thighs, they're at my side. So my center of gravity is back, right? So if you have back issues with barbell shrugs, go to the dumbbell shrug. You'll be able to have less stress on the lower back. Now, one thing about the dumbbell shrug, you may have seen my video on how I like to do them, is it's a great exercise, right? Like I said, junk's not in the way, center of gravity's not pulled forward, it's hitting those traps, you get a good stretch, but the dumbbells are still touching my thighs, right? So it's taking some of the stretch. So that's why I like doing it seated, because then the dumbbells hang freely. I know, you look at this and you're like, is there really a difference? Till you try it? Yes. Everybody who tries this notices and they go, oh, there is a difference, which is why I recommend this to you guys, right? So I like to sit at the end of the bench. And if you notice my bench, I also prefer for these, whether it's lateral raises or I do my upright rows seated, in my shrug seated, I like this tapered bench, okay? That way when I come up, if I'm using really heavy dumbbells, I'm just using very light ones to demonstrate and talk to you. But if you've got big ones, they can hit the edge of the bench. So having this more narrow one, and I sit right at the end, helps to keep the bench out of the way. But very simply, same concept as if I was standing, but now I'm seated. And can you see the dumbbells are hanging freely, and you notice far more stretch. And like I said, this is a great one to really focus on that stretch. I like to hold it in the bottom position for a few seconds. And like I said, I keep going until I can barely budge it. And then I just kind of let it sit there like I'm doing like a farmer's walk, but I guess it's a farmer's sit because it's still stretched, right? I'm getting stretched just like on a deadlift. If you look at some of the best deadlifters, they also happen to have some of the biggest traps, okay? So that's how I like to do my shrugs until, like I said, I can barely budge it. And I typically, to work the upper traps, I do them seated with dumbbells. What would allow you to keep the weight off your junk, keep your center of gravity back more, and keep the weight off of your thighs? Hex bar. So you see this? Look at this. It's maximizing my stretch. Nothing is touching my body. It's not stealing the stretch. It's not rubbing on my junk. Look at where the weight is, right? It's in line with my center of gravity. So I have less stress on my lower back, and I have a wider grip, which helps with that line of pull. As, like I said, it's bringing the traps up and in a bit, right? So, like I said, the barbell shrug is problematic for any of those reasons I mentioned, right? Lower back, you want more stretch, just uncomfortable, right? You've got the dumbbell version I prefer to do seated to really get that, maximize that stretch, or you've got the hex bar version if you have a hex bar in your gym.